So in this video, I'm going to address the controversy that has erupted online concerning Ben Shapiro, Megyn Kelly, and Candace Owens. Okay. And in case you haven't heard about this, Ben Shapiro went on stage with Megyn Kelly and said, actually, a fact, a 100% fact, that Candace Owens has been accusing TP USA leadership of being involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, knowing of it, being involved, having foreknowledge of it, which include Erika Kirk. Okay, she absolutely did that. Ben Shapiro said that. Megyn Kelly claimed to have ignorance about it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Megyn Kelly comes out and actually says that Ben Shapiro was lying. But was he lying? We're going to see it here in a second. Watch this.
Candace Owens. I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now is evil. It is evil what she is doing right now. Okay, and I say that again.
But what?
Because
like I didn't opine on whether it's evil or not. But my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erika of?
Yes.
Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing, including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I don't take in that content, which is an honest statement. I don't have time to watch.
No, I believe you. I believe you. But the point that I'm making is that
what I understand
friendship
Candace
should not, in our
doing.
business, I think it's important. Listen,
friendship should not trump.
Right.
We don't even know each other.
I understand, but even with Tucker, friendship should not trump our manifest requirement to speak out when people do and say things that are both detrimental to conservatism and morally wrong.
Okay, so I don't totally disagree, but I think the way of handling that, at least for me, is much different. So,
yeah, a way of you handling it, Megyn, is being a coward. That's what you are. And I don't know if any of you have noticed this, but there's different categories of conservatives. Originally, conservatism was undeniably linked to Christianity, Christian values, Christian principles. But there's this whole other kind of conservative today. It's like a secular conservative. It's like someone who is still sane enough to say, hey, I can't go with the left on transgender stuff, on this, on that, on harming, mutilating children. But they're still going with the left on a lot of sinful behavior. Okay, that's why there's homosexuals that are conservatives. That's why there's people that just sleep around with everybody on the set who's, quote, still conservative. And I'm not accusing Megyn Kelly of any of those sins. I don't know her private life, but I'm pretty sure she's not someone like me that's God-fearing, okay? I'm pretty sure from the things that I've heard her say and some of the things I've heard of her doing that she's not a God-fearing Christian, that she wouldn't fall in that category. And I think it really shows in moments like this, when it takes a connection to God, it takes a connection to the Word of God, and it takes moral backbone and moral fortitude to even stand up to your so-called friends at times and say, no, we're drawing a line here. This is wrong. I can't go with you any further. Yet she has no spine. She has no moral fortitude. She just kind of has this relativism where she just kind of shifts back and forth and let's all be friends. And I just can't help but think, okay, how much are you in this for the clicks? How much are you in this just to be famous and to be one of the big power players in the conservative movement? But if you are a big power player in the conservative movement, then I would hope that you would believe that God put you in that position for the good of mankind, for the good of your country. And if God has put you in that position for such a time as this, why don't you step up to the plate and actually do your job? Why don't you actually show us that you're worthy of all that pull that you have in this movement? But no, you're not. And in fact, at the first moment, the first opportunity, you're going to throw Ben Shapiro under the bus and accuse him of lying, okay, to defend Candace Owens, to defend the indefensible, a morally reprehensible, evil person. Yes, that's right. You heard me say it. What Candace has been doing, the things that Candace has been saying is evil, all right? And what Ben Shapiro said there, it's exactly the truth. It is 100% true. Yet did Megyn Kelly bother to track that down? Well, apparently not. Apparently not, because this is what Megyn Kelly said next as a correction, I guess, to Ben Shapiro, and I find it reprehensible. I find it nauseating.
He said that Candace has been claiming Erika Kirk was behind the murder of Charlie, which I had not heard, and I was taken aback because that seems like something I would have heard. It's so crazy. And I have since learned it is not true. Candace has not made that claim. And in
It is true. It is true. Candace has made that claim. I'm going to show you here in a second.
fact, I've now seen several clips of Candace specifically defending Erika Kirk and saying she would never make a claim like that about Erika, and that she is open-minded to other people at Turning Point. That's
Yeah, it's called backtracking. You ever heard of that?
obvious. She's been making that point. I had heard that point. But she's specifically been defending Erika Kirk, and she's been saying she does not think that of Erika. And in fact, if you read her comments, she's under pressure to make comments about
That is a bold-faced lie, what she is saying here.
Erika. And so far, what I've seen, she hasn't. So thank you for that question.
So here it is. I did a search on X, and this is what it came up with. Okay. So the question as to what Ben Shapiro accused Candace of on Megyn Kelly's stage, Grok on X did a deep dive of all the video content that's available on the internet. And here are examples of Candace Owens heavily implying that Erika Kirk was involved in Charlie Kirk's death. And like I already stated, that's enough. That's enough for me. Okay. Ben Shapiro was correct. She is accusing Erika Kirk of being involved in her husband's death. I don't care if she's doing it in veiled language. I don't care if she's doing it so she could, have plausible deniability if it ever came back on her. I don't really care. Okay. In my mind, when you're dealing with a grieving widow, when Charlie Kirk is survived by his grieving widow and two small children, no, you get no grace with me, Candace, on this one. But this is what it says here. While Candace Owens has publicly denied directly accusing Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, of murdering her husband, such as in her November 7th, 2025 X post, where she called Ben Shapiro's claim, quote, made up out of thin air. Good Lord. She has made several statements across her podcast episodes, live streams, and related commentary that heavily imply Erika's complicity, foreknowledge, or role in a cover-up surrounding Charlie Kirk's September 2025 assassination. These implications often tie into broader conspiracy theories about an inside job at Turning Point USA, TP USA, which Erika assumed leadership of shortly after his death, or suggests suspicious behavior indicating hidden involvement. Below are key examples. So you guys can type in the same thing here on X. You can look at the Grok notes for it, okay? And it will tell you the same thing. They've got 5 different examples right here. There's an example. I'll just read a few of them here. The first one is diary revelations implying suspicion of Erika as a close betrayer. In an October 19th, 2025 live stream documented in a YouTube video titled Candace Owens Reveals What Charlie Kirk Doesn't Want You to Know. So go look at it for yourself if you don't believe me. Charlie Kirk's diary exposed. Owens claimed access to Charlie Kirk's personal journals. Reading it, entries that she said showed, quote, no longer felt safe in his own home, and, quote, suspected someone very close to him, his own wife. That is what Candace Owens said right out of her lips. Candace Owens specifically said Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, okay, and said that there was someone close to him that was going to betray him and that he was not safe in his own home. I mean, how much clearer can it get? Okay. She goes on here. She quoted a line from the diary saying, quote, I still love her, but I don't know if she'll be there for me, quote, end quote, framing it as evidence of Charlie's paranoia and unease towards Erika Kirk just days before his death. Owens linked this to a financial audit that Charlie initiated at TP USA, implying Erika, as his successor, might have knowledge of or involvement in suppressing related documents, stating, quote, Charlie wasn't paranoid. He was prepared. If people knew what he really wrote, they would never see things the same way again, end quote. This suggests Erika's proximity made her complicit in whatever, quote, big discovery led to his targeting. All right. I don't have to read anymore. If you guys want to go read it, you can yourself. You can track down the videos yourself. She said it several times. Okay. Several times. So there you have it. There you have it. Ben Shapiro did not lie. He was factually accurate with what he said on that platform. And yes, I believe Megyn Kelly ought to be ashamed of herself for backing Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson over someone like Ben Shapiro, okay? And conservatives like him. I think it's wrong. I think there's something very evil and wicked going on right now in the conservative party. And you know what? During times like this, people show their real colors, okay? Megyn Kelly has shown her real colors. She's shown that she is either complicit in a lie, willing to go along with it, or willing to turn a blind eye to one. Whatever it may be, it's not good, okay? But she's got the same tools as you and I. She's got the same tools as me. She could have found the same information if she really wanted to find it. But did she really want to find it? Or did she just turn a blind eye to it? Or does she know about it and she's lying about what she knows? Okay, the truth is, Candace Owens did say it. Ben Shapiro did not lie, and it's completely out of bounds. So, Ben Shapiro, you're a big dog in the conservative space. I've only got a few thousand followers, brother, but I want you to know I'm with you. I support you, and I really appreciate your moral fortitude and your moral courage at times like this, and we need more people like you in the conservative movement. Hey, I want to thank you for watching my video. To watch a related video, click here. To subscribe to my channel for more content to help you with your daily Christian walk, click here.